Really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Wilson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score about a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Reddick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays,
the touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Giants will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Takes it at the 7. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Reddick to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Reddick, he finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Reddick sets to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
On 2nd down, rushing, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. New York's offense back out there and set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Dillon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he will slide to a stop He does have the first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, rushing. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Wilson.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. the punt, 61 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Porter. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Hooper on the short connection.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Mooney. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Porter. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with. So that really plenty of time to try to put something together. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 56 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running the toss here to Dillon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. There's Wilson to throw, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Saints! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wilson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On third down, Wilson.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, rushing. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
He'll try again.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets it. Brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, Wilson. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A.J. Dillon there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Wilson going to throw for it. Staying on his feet. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And New York set to take the field.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.